All right, looking at the 12-bar blues, we're in the key of E using power chords, and we're going to add the 6th today. And what that means is the 6th degree of the scale related to the chord. In other words, a tone above the 5th. Here's the power chord. Here's your 5th. And here's the 6th above it. Or a tone above it, or the 6th above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. The 6th is one tone above the 5th. Same deal here on A. Now here's where it gets a bit tricky. When we get to the B, we've got a big stretch here, 2 frets above the F sharp. But this is something you're going to want to practice because you'll want this over and over again. Right, there it is, the 5th to the 6th. Let's do this through a basic 12-bar blues, and then we'll move on from there. I'll give you a count, and I'll play it for you and count the measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I'm back again. All right. So you've heard that many, many times before, especially in the key of E. That double stop idea. I'm using a slight palm mute, really characteristic of that style. Let's now, though, take a look at this one here. What makes this one different than the other two I'm using is that it doesn't have any open strings, right? So A has open string, the open A, and E has open string, the open E. But the B doesn't. So that means it's movable. I can take this and move it anywhere else in the fretboard. Now, also, I'd like to just mention your tuning. The guitar is tuned in fourths. The bottom 4 strings are tuned in fourths, right? That means that this shape is going to remain the same on other strings. There's my root. In this case, I'm playing F sharp. How about if I move that? It's just exactly the same shape. How about if I move that up to the 5th fret? See, it's the same thing that I had down here in E. Right? I'm just taking that same shape, moving it up on the bottom 2 strings. Now, of course, I can move it up to the next 2 strings here. So now I'm in the key of A, right? E, F, G, A. Power chord. 6th on top. D, A, B, C, D. And then back to, and then E up here, 7th fret, D, and A. Now this is going to be a little bit of a trick to get that stretch underneath your baby finger, no doubt. But it makes it a little easier when you take this big stretch down here and move it up the fretboard, because the frets get narrower, and so as a result that stretch isn't quite as big. So what we've done here is move that whole idea up to the key of A. Let me just count through again in a 12 bar in the key of A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, up to the E. And there you go. So now we're taking a look at this idea of the power chord to the sixth, and doing that in the key of E, and moving that figure that we have here underneath our fingers, and moving that up to fifth position, thereby putting us in the key of A, giving us the chords A, D, E, and back to A. As a matter of fact, if you want to be particularly clever, when you get up to the E here at 7th fret, rather than going up there, you can also go down here to the bottom octave. I'll show you what I mean. Right? You're just using the same rather than playing it up here. You can play it down here. And so on. So that gives you some stuff to work on and some stuff to think about. Don't worry if it takes you a long time to stretch that baby finger. I mean, as a matter of fact, this may be an excellent stretching the baby finger exercise, and it's one that you've probably heard many, many times before. So we're taking a look at the key of E in open position with that 5 to 6 on the B chord, and then we're taking that 5 to 6 movable B position, moving it to A, and playing the same blues, 12 bar blues in the key of A in closed position, meaning no open strings.